Hello guys, so Russian Ukrainian negotiations finished today, so maybe we can talk about this and also maybe some other questions if you have. Let's see who is in the chat already. Wow, Tony, yes, first. Deb Daddy, Thomas Lee. Maybe Sergey is busy eating big composing buns for breakfast. Well, now I wake up around 12 maybe. I ate rice with chicken today. But for dinner I ordered KFC, but the driver forgot to bring me the burger. But I wrote him, send picture, where is my burger? And yeah, because they give like in different bags. You see even water and plastic in Asia, they are crazy about plastic, everything in plastic, like they use so much plastic. Or you see like every spoon in plastic, one banana in plastic, so probably he just forgot that item, but it can happen to everyone. He brought me this burger back. Yes, hello everyone. So guys, yeah, you can ask me some questions because I see it's easier like that for me to respond to the questions, you know. Wildcat here, Sam K. Wow, many Europeans now. European time. Scott Nesbitt, Lila, Rod King, hello. 10 likes. Lila, by the way, you wrote me in the comment AFAM, so now I see the reason you call it AFAM. But still, why this word AFAM? Does it has any meaning or is just AFAM? Rod King, what is your favorite country so far? Rod King, you know what, I can't say like my favorite. I just see like some countries better at this, some countries better at that. But for example, here in Cambodia, I think it's like the friendliest people ever, you know, I've met. Even though they had this like brutal history with like Pol Pot, like genocide and stuff like that. Red, in English is called Roach Khmer. Yeah, but people are so friendly, it's crazy. For example, in Vietnam, I wouldn't live in Vietnam long term because like in case of food it's not my place and maybe too much crazy traffic there, you know, and so on. But Vietnam is very interesting, you know, historically, every time something happening. For live streams it's amazing. You can just walk, not say anything, and something interesting happening, you know. So in every country kinda different things. Maybe I just haven't met like some perfect country yet for me to live. Wow, Maria here, hello, how are you? Well, so 50-50, not bad, not terrible. How is that in that TV series about Chernobyl? How are you, Maria? Where are you now? Still traveling or? Oh, Zoran here. Yeah, for example, in the Balkans, Zoran, like Serbo-Croatian. I haven't been to Croatia though yet, but I imagine like food kinda similar there. Would be similar. So they have like the gigantic portions and very fresh. You know, you just buy even like street burger is more fresh like than in McDonald's, you know, you feel like wow, this meat is so fresh. Yeah, so I think in the Balkans from my travels like the most quality food but it's a bit heavy food, so you can gain some weight there. But they don't get weight, Balkan people, but I think it's genetically, they grow in height instead of like in wide, you know, like I grow with belly. Oh, Mr. Kaiser, come to Istanbul. Yeah, Istanbul, very interesting city. You see now many Russians travel through Istanbul because of like flights restrictions. So they go to Istanbul and then somewhere else. So yeah. Laila, Afam means a foreigner. Ah, okay, it's abbreviature. You wrote it with big letters. Yeah, I see now. A foreigner assigned. Manila, in Manila. I see, yeah. Wow, interesting. Wow, at least I hear some reasoning, because Farang in Thailand, it's something like originally French people, they called like that. Farang, something like that. Maria, why 50-50? Hope will be 100 soon. Yeah, maybe even 120 out of 100. I'm good, thank you. I'm in England, but I'll be in Egypt and say, wow, Maria, you travel a lot. Wow. So you're not like those backpackers who just like go like after finishing university or school and then like they don't travel. You are like professional traveler. But you still had the backpack though. But I mean, yeah, I have this freaking suitcase, but I have to read from a lot of stuff. But sometimes you still need it. Like I want to get rid of it, but sometimes like when I came to Vietnam, it was really still cold. I wore like a winter jacket even a few times. $50-50, yeah, in the Russian soul, you know, it's like I don't even remember the person who I would meet who would say like American, so great, like usually it's not about how you feel when someone asks like how are you, it's like in Russia you start telling your life story, you know, like what happened for you, like well I'm okay, like I work here and there. It's not like about what you know, but more about what happened, like you start telling to people. John Knox, the leaders of Russia and Ukraine both want to continue war. When Ukraine thinks it has an advantage, it is to sign a ceasefire. Now Russia thinks it has an advantage, they don't want ceasefire. John Knox, I think you see Russia don't want to stop. Ukraine maybe wanted to continue before, but Trump kind of pushed them, so I feel like they're ready to stop. It's now Russia wants to continue, you know, unfortunately. Marian, they'll be in Istanbul, the best city in the world. Yeah, Istanbul, very cool. When you were staying at dacha in the village, how did you do laundry? Well, interesting question. I think I even had a video of it. I had the Soviet washing machine called Malutka, which would be translated as like baby, maybe, in English. So usually it's like was used for originally like not for Pampers, because in Soviet times we didn't have Pampers. Only maybe in the 90s they started to appear, but were expensive. So I grew up without capitalist Pampers. Блять, how you call it? I forgot even in Russian how you call it. You see, I don't have kids, like just sheets, like you put kids in these sheets like this, so they shit poop in these sheets, not Pampers. just like some shits. Yeah, so you pour water into there, it's like not too big like this, and then like yeah, but this freaking like zipper went inside, so it broke, but it's fixable, but I couldn't get it out. But if I get it out, yeah, but then you go to the lake and you just put it in water like many times, you know, like this, and you can see people do it. Yes. And then many fish comes to you because no, it's already you did it in the land like few times, like with powder, detergent or soap, like changed water few times, but still the final one you go to the lake and still maybe a bit soap left there. Maybe it's not good for ecology, but people do it in the village, and then many fishes come to eat this soap, and then you catch this fish and eat like soap, washed fish with soap, but you see the clean fish after eating soap. Okay, nice weather in Maria at the moment. Yeah, but here the rainy season starting. However, for now it's here didn't start like very big yet, just small rains. Join Long sadly since this work would go on for a decade, it might have quieter periods again, hot water periods with dangerous. Yeah, John Knox, that's what I think as well. By some, you know, we don't know the proper information, but some reporter, Western reporter, just recently wrote like that he has like some secret information from like important persons that this Russian like from the Russian group, the head of Russian group, like helper of Putin and former minister of culture of Russia, like this guy with glasses, nerd looking guy. He said on these negotiations that we are ready to fight for many years, like we used to have a war with Sweden for 21 years. So we are ready to fight, you know, but are you ready, like Ukraine, to fight? But again, we don't know if it's real information, but this reporter said it. But in Russia, people want to continue the war. And they want to get like these 4 regions fully, which Putin, in Russian parliament, they officially wrote into the Russian constitution that it's like Russian territory, 4 regions of Ukraine, not including Crimea. But the Russian army not even controlling that yet, those territories fully. So they want to get all of these territories. And then maybe to start like talking about ceasefire, you know. By the way, at first, like when Trump was starting this, like also trying to negotiate, like to stop the war, at first I was suspicious, like, because Trump like thought like he can stop it in 24 hours as he claimed, but I think now he kinda learned the situation that it's not that easy. So I think in the recent like months, maybe 2 months, like I think Trump like did good in this kind of trying to stop this war, you know, just like, okay, let's do this ceasefire, no, not to talk, no, just to stop like bloodshed first, you know. So like Well, at least he tried. Yeah, also this reporter, some Western reporter said that, yeah, that guy is the head of Russian group. As I said, like, we had a war with Sweden for 21 years and we're gonna continue. But I don't think this guy is gonna be entrenched with himself, you know. But again, I don't know, it's like just this reporter reported because he had some connection maybe with Ukrainian side. But the positive thing, they said, like, they agreed to exchange 1,000 prisoners of war each. But you know, to be honest, I think they could negotiate it even before, like, you know, through some contacts. Like, let's at least do this so our negotiations like wouldn't be complete failure. So maybe Russia, Ukraine negotiated about this, like, oh, let's, at least we will have something positive to claim after finishing these negotiations. Same case again, does you don't have a grill? If so, you could grill up some homemade burgers. Same case, I know. I've never seen grills in the rooms. Wow, maybe in some countries they have it. It was all fake news just to hype up the people and hope for peace. Yeah, you see, this time actually it's like Putin offered these negotiations. So
Matthias tipped $10.
Well, Matthias, even though this voiceover lady says Matthias, but I know you are Matthias. Wow, thank you schön, Matthias, you really saved me, you know, from not like staying on the street, but like not to take other like loans and stuff. Wow, Matthias, danke schön, wow, natürlich, it's crazy. Wow, Matthias, thank you very much. Wow, I just don't know what to say, but yes, thank you. I will spend it for the channel support, which means for the food, because if I eat, I don't die, and they can film videos, you know. Thank you very much. I can buy 5 sneakers for that. Wow, because Cambodia is very expensive. You saw yourself, Matthias. They import many products, so that sneakers, everything was written in English in that supermarket, super duper. That's why it's so expensive. I wonder, like, yeah. But thank you, Matthias. Wow. Maria Russian Ukraine said, we hope it can end soon for the people's sake. I hope your family is safe. Yeah, thank you, Maria. Yeah, you see, India and Pakistan also almost got to full war, but looks like now it's calming down. Yeah, guys, but I traveled kind of the world, like I was saying already this before. Some people say, wow, I traveled the world, like I saw how all the humans are kind everywhere. Yes, it's true, but also like in the world still many issues, political and hatred here in Asia as well. You know, like here in Cambodia, they have very big beef with Vietnam, for example. They claim, for example, that south of Vietnam, where Saigon city, it was Cambodian territory before. So, you know, some people dream about getting it back here, but Cambodia 15 million people and Vietnam 100 million people, so it's like, but yeah, no, it's just one example I give you. Neighbors usually go into fights unless it's like some superpowers. Okay, yeah, but half, I didn't put like too close. Sergey want to troll you with 5 years too. Well, it's MK, because you became less successful in this trolling. You know, that's why you went more down in price. But yes, still thank you, MK. But yeah, you almost caught me. You caught me now, but again, it's only half point, you know, because I didn't bring my face too close. I just like this. Yeah. Yeah, with 2 pounds maybe it's more effective, you know, because 5 pounds I would see in the chat on computer as well. But 2 pounds they don't, no, you know, they just appear in the chat, but they don't stay upstairs. Like Lila one, you see it stays upstairs. So that's why I didn't see it in the chat, but I saw it like this. Because I scroll the chat, you know. Thank you, Sam. Wow, Lila, for fruits. Yeah, Lila, I ate mango, but today bananas, this lady who calls me brother, so didn't sell bananas. But I bought watermelon, the whole watermelon, and they cut it very cool. They cut the skin. In Russia no one cuts like that. We live like this, how you call it, skin, kara we call it in Russian, and we eat like this. But here they cut it without this. Cost like 85 cents the whole watermelon. Thank you, Leo, Salamat po. Well, I'm not a fan, but kinda like, maybe you call now everyone a fan. Not only those who goes to this bar streets. So I've been pointing, he wants an excuse to test his nuke. Well, nukes, I don't know. Ah, is that a rocket you mean, maybe? Oreshnik. Yeah, they used it already, but without this head, nuclear head. Yeah. Russia will run out of money, give it time. Well, still a lot of money. You know, but I was surprised, like, wow, Todd, thank you very much again. Todd, you see, yesterday I was drinking, so, you know, I give it a pause, but probably tomorrow or maybe after tomorrow I will make another live stream with drinking, you know. But thank you, Todd, I will be prepared now with your money. Wow. Yeah, Todd also helps me, not for the first time. Maybe already like 5-6 times he helped. Wow. Still a lot of money in Russia, I mean. So in this case, that like head of Russian negotiation group is right. I think Russia can go like for 10 years, 20 years. I mean, unless people support it and unless you can pay to police and like pensioners and stuff. It's like I met some guy, he told me, well, the billionaires in Russia, like, they have power. I think I told him, well, billionaires had power before, like in the 90s, like, but now billionaires, like, don't have big power. Diaper. Yeah, maybe diaper it's called. Ah, пеленки in Russian. Пеленки, let me translate it.
Dima from Canada tipped $50. Hey Sergey, here is some capitalist funds to give you a bit of a financial relief. How is the weight challenge going? By the way, ABBA is not a Canadian bank, but National Bank of Canada is one of the Canadian banks.
Whoa, Dima from Canada, I was remembering you like on previous live streams. Maybe even at that moment, I don't know, but also at some other moment, maybe about losing weight. Wow, Dima from Canada, it's crazy. Yeah, thank you very much. It's like Cambodia, really expensive place. You know, you wouldn't expect it, guys, but it's not like Western prices, but maybe close to it, you know. Wow, Dima from Canada, you really capitalist therapy is the best, you know. I have some relief, but yeah, let me read it again. It was a big message. Even didn't feel the screen a lot. And like, yeah. So 1 second. Wow, $50. Dima from Canada, here is some capitalist funds. Capitalist therapy. So guys, the doctor, psychiatrist prescribed me the capitalist therapy. He said it will be the best therapy for you, the most helpful therapy, but you know, to treat your depression. But you know, the capitalist therapy is expensive. But thank you, Dima, you understand this. You helped me really much with this capitalist therapy to give you a bit of financial relief. How is the weight challenge going on? This question I'm afraid from Dima. But Dima, you remember I have time until this end of the year. But I think now I keep it. You know, I don't get more fat because I started walking more. Today the elevator was broken. I think it's maybe Dima, maybe you send like to break this elevator so I would walk to the 6th floor by the capitalist system, but 7th floor by the communist system, because they have G floor here. But in Russia we usually start to count from 1st floor. So to 7th floor by the communist system I was walking today 2 times. Yes, but I will maybe I don't grow too much weight now, even though I ate KFC just recently. But yeah, maybe in the fall I will like really rent some place for like maybe 2 months and just with kitchen start cooking myself, and then you'll see the result. But you gave me this motivation, Dima, so now I would feel some pressure to lose weight, so it's good. But until the end of the year. By the way, ABBA is not a Canadian bank, but National Bank of Canada. It's one of the Canadian banks. Ah, but you see, it was written ABBA and kind of then National Bank of Canada, so maybe ABBA kind of supported by National Bank of Canada, maybe, I think. Maybe it was some agreement with Cambodia and Canada National Bank to create this ABBA bank, but I see it everywhere here, ABBA bank. They use QR codes, ABBA bank. Wow, Dima, thank you anyway. Wow. Oh Canada, oh Canada. Diaper, let me translate. Diaper. Well, it translates me as подгузник. Yeah, but подгузник is like what I said. Подгузник is it. Подгузник diaper, but this пеленки, what I meant, it also translates as diapers. So it's just like some sheets, and you put the kid like that you can't even move. You know, I think it's a bit brutal for the babies to do this. But the Soviet kids, they were put like this until the head, and the kids couldn't move. So maybe since baby times, in Soviet times, so they were growing the babies who would listen to the government, you know, obedient. You know, so you couldn't move like I was grown up like that, but thankfully I hope I'm obedient also, but still maybe not that level. Mom has a electric spinner that is like Soviet washing machine. But John Knox, did you see the Soviet washing machine? Yeah, like this. Black one. Wow, летуч spinner. Летуч. So big? Fear, Russia is not running out of money. India and China are trade partners, so Russia is making a shitload of money. Yeah, also. Of course, Russia want to be as rich as like 15 years ago or something, when oil cost like $100 and stuff like that, but still with discount can sell secretly or not secretly. So they sell it to India or something, and then India resell it, for example. We call them nappies, Americans say diapers. Yeah, I don't know, like, thank you, Wildcat, nappies maybe, because how to separate this capitalist and no diapers, like underpants, or like just nappies. So these washing machines used for this, like to wash like babies' diapers full of baby shit. Called a washboard. This kind of type of washing machines. Wow, Sam K, even though I live abroad, I'm afraid to read your message about Putin, you know. Which of the 6 Putins? Wow, yeah, I don't know if you're joking or not, but I see, we have tiny boom Botox Putin silent. Well, but yeah, I don't believe in this like theory that he has many clones or doubles. Yeah, but he did some not plastic surgeries, but you know, these injections, like, because like 20 years ago he looked older than now, but now he used like Botox or something, so his face looks bigger and white, like balloon something. So 20 years ago he looked older than now. The Trump loving Putin. I think Trump loved Putin before, but maybe now Trump just understood that kinda Putin also not playing him, but no, you know. So I think maybe Trump doesn't love him as much as before. Ukraine should get all its lands back. But you see, they're ready just to like forget about this land for now, just to stop the war. But yeah, looks like Russian side wants more. Of course, I think they want to get it back, but they also understand it's like not that much realistic for now. So at least they want to stop, but not to lose even more territory. But Russia on another side wants like even more territory. Child support use protection. Yeah, but I don't know why you say it. Scott, when I was in school, I remember in history class the war are made for population control of the people. It said. Scott Nesbitt, I think it's just maybe in human nature, not even for the population control. Maybe like it depends what you believe. If you believe in God or not, maybe it's like just nature created it like that to control the population, you know. So it's not like some Illuminati or just in human nature. Like animals, you know, carnivores, and like vegan animals, like, you know, to control population. But humans, you know, even monkeys, I saw like monkeys are cute, but I saw recently a video some bonobo or chimpanzee monkey like take this smaller monkey. You call them chimpanzee, you call them ape, and there's some small monkey with a tail, and that chimpanzee catch this monkey and just in the nature, you know, because it's kind of competitor for food or something. So yeah. Wildcats taking place, Ukraine wanting pre-2014 territory back. Zelensky has to make a compromise. Putin too, that will be difficult negotiations. Yeah, Wildcat, I think they want to pre-2014 territory back, but it's like kinda, no, in their dreams, like it's ideally. But for now, they just want at least to stop like where on the fighting line, you know. But the thing is that Putin wants more. Yeah, and at first, like I think Trump for now understood that it's not that easy. Conflict, negotiation. Yeah, so the last few couple months, I think Trump like was okay trying to stop it. Yeah. Even though at first I thought like, what are you talking like about? What 24 hours like? Yeah, maybe you responded to Scott about population control. Now we see Bungo here, navigation means Supreme Leader has upgraded from white vest to black t-shirt. Yeah, it's like serious conversation today, so even though on the sofas many men, these wife beaters, you know, sit with beer and discuss politics like they know everything. Drinking beer on sofa. like, you know, first we had many virusologists, like about coronavirus. Everyone became an expert in it. Recently it was an earthquake in Bangkok, no, in Myanmar, but it hit Bangkok also a lot. So I saw this like forums, chats with foreigners, and suddenly everyone became an experts in earthquakes and stuff. And now Elizabeth Bamy, you see, she distracted me with the PH. Wow, Elizabeth Bamy, you succeeded in it, you distracted me. I thought like, what's that PH meaning? But maybe it just doesn't mean anything. But yeah, you put some fun into this chat. Wow, thank you, Lisa. Yeah. Elizabeth Bamy. It was Elizabeth Bamy who did this. I'm an expert in distraction. Yes, that's why your competitive queendom have queen of queendom of Lizadonia. Bunga, tariffs on Cambodia make imports more expensive. Yeah, when though, but by the way, Cambodia, I think Trump didn't put too big. I don't remember, but as I remember, Cambodia got like quite low tariffs for US, from US. Yeah, but it was expensive, as I find out, like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, you know, Cambodia. Humans will never stop fighting with each other. Yeah, you see, and every side thinks that they're like the right side of the history. Depends on your like views and stuff. Well, I think maybe majority of population like don't even think or know much, but those like the elites make everyone fight with propaganda and stuff. Bunga law should be passed that only one woman can believe there will be less wars. Bunga, I've heard about it somewhere as well, but I think women also can be emotional, you know, and jealous and stuff like that. I'm not against women leaders, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying that if it will be only women leaders, there can be some other problems, I think. Even there are movies where only women left on Earth, like, or started to rule, and they used men for milking machines to create even more women, you know. Some movie like that, I remember. Like I was in Brazil, the women there are so very jealous. No, I'm not generalizing it, but can be very jealous, hot women, you know. And they scratch faces. I saw myself like this they do to each other. Maybe should be some balance. Scott Nesbitt, I like today's t-shirt. Yeah, I washed in laundry. Today I have finally many clean t-shirts. Oh, we have something in Chinese here. Wow. I don't know, it's like how is it possible to write a comment without anything? maybe using spaces. Third party, yeah, thank you, third. And also for your medical, how to say, medical advices. Bonga measure the circumference of the belly. At first I thought you mean circumcision. Yeah, you see in America, for example, they use this barbarian circumcision as well, and they think it's good. I remember Hillary Clinton, like some video, her presidential campaign or something. And free male baby circumcisions for everyone, and people like, yeah! It's crazy, barbaric stuff. Wait, you mean like maybe how fat is this round? Yes, but I need the like centimeters line. Circumference of the belly. Wow, belly sounds so cute in English though. By the way, guys, I was wrong. Yes, circumference. It's окружность. Yeah, maybe.
Circumference of the belly.
Circumference. Yeah, maybe I'll do it if I'll find. Or when I start going on a diet, it's a good idea because I never did it before. You know. But belly goes last. Usually when I go on a diet, my face gets thinner like legs, but belly is the last. Or maybe it goes also on diet, but it's so much fat in the belly usually. Push likes this way. Yeah, guys, I was wrong. If you watched my live streams here from Cambodia, maybe you noticed that cats are scared of me. And someone wrote in the comments like that because like they think you wanna eat them. So I talked with like one lady. I asked her if they eat dogs. She said yes, we eat dogs here. Not everyone, but historically in Cambodia they eat dogs. And I asked like, and cats as well? And she said no, cats no. But then I found out in internet also there are like cat meat markets, like they sell cats as well for cat meat. So maybe these cats also afraid because of that. Maybe someone tried to steal them. Because in Thailand almost every cat like is not afraid of humans, but here they're afraid. So it's not maybe that common, but still dog meat and cat meat can be eaten here. Canada is a great country, nice place to visit. Yeah, oh, Canada. I want to go fishing in Canada. Извините, Seriously, just kidding, calling you a farm. Well, sorry, Paul, how can you be a farm if you are not in Manila? But it's only about Manila. If I'll go to Cebu, for example, will I be a farm? I understand historically it's because of Manila, but because Farang they call it everyone, especially Westerners in Thailand. Here Canada, I always think of hockey, yeah, they're strong. So ID. Swaddle, Tony, yes, what is swaddle? To swaddle, пеленки, yeah. Yeah, swaddle maybe. It's like translates to as a verb, we say пеленать, to swaddle the babies, and then like you can't move. so they make you obedient citizens since baby times. But then when democracy came into Russia in the 90s, the capitalist Western diapers came, like, which makes you free, more free, you can move more, even walk, run, you know. But no, bitch, put likes, bananas. Yeah, weren't bananas, just bought this watermelon. 25 likes. Scott Townsley said tomorrow beer. Scott Nezin, maybe day after tomorrow, we'll see. I feel okay, but it depends if the rain or something. Yes, Scott, I felt your smell of this grass you smoked. This one. Town's next show is gonna be tariff expansion. Trump had like grand kid boy, I think. Now 11th grandchild. They named him Alexander, but I remember her face, his daughter, but I don't remember her name. Ron Land, I think you find cheaper places around Central Market, a bit north from where I think you stay now. Also close to the main bus station. Yeah, Ron, I know, maybe it would be possible to find for a long term, especially some room. But hotels, I think I'm staying in one of the cheapest hotels. I found cheaper hotels, but they don't have a air conditioner and stuff like that. And they don't have breakfast. But here, for example, to eat some food, it's like $3. No, it's cheap. I mean cheap street place, not like restaurant or something. $3 for breakfast, for example. So this hotel cost $25, even though I overslept last two breakfasts, but I ate for like many breakfasts here. So I found some hotel, I think for like $17 a night, but it's even farther somewhere, and no air conditioner and no breakfast. So you see the difference, $8. Yeah, but I mean, usually I stay in the cheapest ones, but now it's so hot here without air conditioner. Especially I take these antidepressants now, which makes you sweat like crazy. And also I don't know how long I'll stay here, because I maybe move to Siem Reap, which seems like cheaper. But for a long term, yeah, of course you can find cheaper here. Tony asks, did you stop creating content for Russian language channel because of demonetization? Tony asks, no, demonetization started like in 2022. But I stopped filming in Russian in 2020. In like March maybe I stopped, 2020, when Corona started. I came back from Armenia to Russia, and I planned to go to Serbia next, but this Corona started, so I decided why not to try this English channel. I tried in 2016, you can check my oldest videos, just filmed few videos like, yes, but then stopped doing it. But so yeah, just found also something interesting to film, because also while you're in Russia, like for Russians maybe this Soviet apartment's not that interesting to film, but I thought, wow, maybe for foreigners will be interesting. Chris the Daily One Harvard begging how to kick him out. Well, you see, I'm for freedom of speech unless it goes like too radical. Well, I even say myself sometimes jokes that it's begging link. Sergey has different Russian language channels also, but lots of content uploaded 4 years ago. Wow, you know too much, Tony. Yes, who told you that? Maybe it's with Berlingo you made an investigation. I think it should be 5 years ago already. Or maybe I filmed one video. In general, it's 5 years ago I started, but then maybe I filmed one video or something. Elizabeth maybe, to be honest, I haven't found that to be true. I find men to be much more jealous than women, but that's just my experience. Elizabeth maybe, maybe it's in your experience, but I was saying particularly about South America. They are like, the women there can be like very jealous, and they can fight with each other even. So yeah. Todd Patrick last night sent 100 for drones to crime bomb criteria. Maybe you mean Crimea, so that's really not peace. Yeah. Chris, who told you I make $3,000 a month? Last year I counted, I made from everything, from all begging platforms like Patreon, donation alerts, this I started streaming elements to use maybe in the end of the year. But I count in the last year, 2024, from all platforms it was like around $15,000. So it's like 1,000, how much? $200 a month. Chris, Sergey would have lost his job on Earth. This is only thing from comments a moment. Well, you see, men can be jealous as well, like Chris. Or maybe Chris is a woman name.
Band capitalist NPC tipped $100. Fear and Greed 71. Dude, you need a side gig too because debt sucks.
Wait, it's $100. Wait, it's $100. Wow, I'm banned, you are really rich. But now you call yourself I'm banned, so people wouldn't know that you are very rich. Wow, thank you very much. I now understand. Someone wrote in the comments I remember maybe a couple live streams ago, something like I am banned, can't write in the chat, he is banned or something like that. I didn't understand, someone wrote it. And I didn't understand, but now I understand maybe that person meant you. But are you banned in my chat or what? Let me, I don't know. Wow, but $100, but side gig job? You see, I'm rich. No, how to say it in a modest way, I don't know. Yeah, I need it maybe, but at the same time I can't entertain people. I will entertain people less on YouTube. And like, I am banned. Look, you don't, I mean, guys, no offense, but I'm saying how it is. I just don't know how to say it more modest way. But you see, guys, I am banned. Send me $100. But where can I find such a job? Just to be sometimes a clown on the live stream, you know, and get $100 just like this from rich capitalists, like rich. I am banned, you know. But guys, I'm trying to now not just sit in the hotel room, but walk more, show around. But yeah, here in Asia I can go, I think, like to teach English only, but my English is not that good. But we'll see. Now I want to travel, but maybe when I want to stay long term somewhere, you know, so you need to choose. Either you work in one place because you should stay in one place, or you travel, you know. So I have a plan, like to go maybe film some live streams videos in South Vietnam, then communist Laos, but then we'll see, maybe Indonesia, Philippines, but then maybe to stay longer term somewhere, as Dima from Canada said, like to lose some weight and maybe to go some work, you know. But when you travel, you know, it's only some, you can do some digital work or something, but yeah, you need usually to stay in one place to find some work. But thank you, I'm banned, crazy. Oh, banned, but you're right, I see your comment. Wow, so you weren't banned. Passive income gigs. Passive income gigs. Yeah, I know it's like passive income, I know, and gigs I know, but what kind of gigs it can be? Passive, it's like for a long term. Well, in China you can do these gigs like white face gigs, white monkey jobs, like I was doing this, pretending German architecture or filming in these movies, playing British soldier. I played German soldier, even Germans were in China at once, I think around World War I or before. Yes, so I played bad guys, you know, there, and then Chinese, they kill you. I had to die like this, they shot me. I still didn't find this moment. Wow, band, it's crazy. You like help me to survive before YouTube money. On like 23rd usually you get this money. So I'm banned. Seems like you are not banned. You just were busy making business money. And then, but he's now paying $100 a day for whole instead he can book a whole month's Airbnb. Chris, where do you live? I don't know. Maybe you are from America and you think in American prices. What are you talking about? This hotel costs $25. And Cambodia is kind of expensive. Usually it's like not that expensive, especially not in the season. Where do you... Okay, Chris, thank you for your advices. I got it. Where did you learn English? Rod King. We start learning English since early school. Depends if it's like school with like deep English language learning, you know, they start like from first grade, from like 7 years old. But in my school I started learning English since like 5th grade, but in reality it was 4th grade. Because when Soviet Union collapsed, in Soviet Union there was 10 years school system. You can study 8 years and then leave school and go to some college, or you can study 10 years and then go to university directly. But Soviet Union collapsed, they changed it to 11 years system. But the thing is to rewrite all these books, like it took like 10 years to do it, maybe 15 years. So I finished 11 years. But in reality I studied just 10 years because we jumped from 3rd year to 5th year, like 3rd class, 5th class. But now kids study also 4th class, but we jumped it. So, well, you see, communism, it's transformation from communism to capitalism. So I started like from 5th grade, but it wasn't very serious. Even the nerds, like, you know, they could like maybe speak on the lessons good or write or remember something, but I'm pretty sure I now speak better than those nerds in school, because no practice, like you don't really need English. But then when I turned like 20 years old, I just paid money for English courses. There was 2 times a week lessons, one day with Russian teacher and one day with American teacher. Was very cool teacher, Tristan. And so it's very good system. But before that I tried another courses which didn't work, cheaper ones, where there is only one Russian teacher. But you know what, it doesn't work like when you... And also there were not many very serious people, you know, older than me, people like 30, 40 years old, but they were joking like and stuff like that. But the thing is, if you have a lesson with like native English speaker, you know, and he doesn't really speak very good Russian, even if you want to joke, you need to joke in English so he would understand, you know. So I started from this good system, like kind of expensive courses. For example, you learn something with Russian teacher, but then you practice it with English native speaker, you know. But because he doesn't speak Russian or speak very little, you just have to force yourself to say something in English to practice. And then something you didn't understand with this native English speaker, you can ask the Russian English teacher who will explain you, you know. So I was studying like that for a few months maybe. And then I moved to the next level with only a native English speaker 2 times a week. I even like, we became like even, you know, kind of friendly. I went with him to Banya, but don't think too much about it, just to Banya, you know, to drink beer. It was public Banya with many men naked in Russia, public Banya. Yeah, but then I went to America because in my university I had to learn English, but I was very bad at English, so I went to America, to New York to study English, and over there my English improved like a lot in that English school, even though I didn't do any homework and stuff like that. I was lazy to do this stuff, but because you are forced to speak, I learned a lot, but still not that great. But oh, computer started lagging a little bit. had a Sony TV 14-inch. Tony Sergey has some cute videos about his English pronunciation browser. From Sergey's old videos, first for example, Z instead of Z, yeah. I still maybe say like that, the capital. But my accent was a bit more strong a few years ago. But still, I can speak like this, like the. English has like this soft pronunciation. Hey you! Sorry, my computer is slow. Tony Sergey can be telemarketer scammer, but then to be honest, in culture so he'll want the target time is scammer. Yeah, Tony, yes. I even met some foreigners in Russia who work like in the call centers, and only recently I just got in my brain this idea that maybe they worked as a scammers. You know, they not in Russian language but in another language. For example, here in Cambodia also there are some scam centers, but they work on Chinese market. So stuff like that. Yeah, I'm too honest for this kind of stuff. But I could work like that, yeah, but not in English though. Hello, I'm Jim. I'm your Microsoft Windows helper operator. Your Windows will be blocked in 24 hours. So if you don't want Mrs. Winston, your computer to be blocked, you have to send me your bank card number so we could check if it's really you use this Windows ID. Please, Mrs. Winston, tell me your bank card numbers on the back, and your Windows on computer will continue to work. So guys, would you believe me if I would call you? But don't tell no, because now you see I'm playing. But if I just called you like that randomly, I think you would believe me. I think 100, thanks for coming. See you tomorrow, maybe, or after tomorrow. AC is a must. I don't like AC, you know, for like some people use it non-stop, for example, but for example, I don't sleep with AC unless it's like really hot, but then I wake up sometimes and just turn it off, because you start having this dry mouth, throat and coughing, and yeah, too cold. So I just turn it on when it's hot and then turn off, like. But yeah, without AC completely, it's crazy here. Thomas Lever is our Minister of Connection is here, but Mr. D is working with the documents, the minister, probably. He's busy now. Oh, John Knox, thanks for protecting me from this Chris. The Angry Grinch. Oh, Zoran, I'm drinking Rakia made from Queens. What is Queens? Let me translate. Okay, Zoran is enjoying the Rakia in Serbia. Queens, Iowa. Wow, Iowa it's some. Iowa it's some exotic. Yellow, I think. Блять, слива maybe, слива. Plum. So I think Iowa is like plum, like something yellow plum. The demo video making sorted person was crazy, yeah. A long time ago. I saw the future when I was sitting there. If I would sit 24 hours, I would even see the past. Wow, Bunch. Yeah, Bunch, long time no see. Thomas Reagan, I read it. Thomas Leigh had a Sony TV 14-inch. It was 1989. Wow, yeah, Thomas Leigh, like, you know, I remember some TV we bought like this, not too big, but those times, like, it seemed so huge. But, or like phones, you know, I remember this iPhone like 6 Plus and like some Samsung phones, like we'll call them shovel in Russia. So huge, but now you look at these big phones and they don't look that big anymore, you know. Same with TV, I think. Dishwasher. Definitely not Russian villain voice. Sergey is Windows certified, yes. I think that Mrs. Winston would believe me. I got them call saying your computer not taking the update. Well, I never got these calls. But in Russia it's different kind of scam with computers, like they put on the buildings like residential entrances for some paper advertisement like computer master will come to you, free diagnostics, you know, something like that. And babushkas believe them, call them, oh, my computer Windows, I don't know, I didn't touch anything, but it stopped working. Okay, granny, don't worry. And then they come and find some fake problems with computer and then ask like for crazy money, you know. Sergey can be bored telemarketer. As large Bigfoots need I see. Yeah. Sergey met Benjamin Rich in Russia once. Yeah, once I met him. No, not for a long time. Chris was a hate watcher. Yeah, this Chris was coming before, I remember. Also complaining. Zoran, Dynia, I see. Wow, you make rackets from everything. In Russia it's like vodka from potato. Well, some people do, maybe in the south especially, some like from some fruits, but usually they do wine though. Well, yeah, Jeb Daddy, I'm growing. The live stream, I have haters now. Iron Hill, drunken all AI gallons, Slipavich. Hangover from yesterday, hello, funny, retirement patch, hello, again, Chris, someone teach Sergey to be mean. Telemarketing skills, they say, where the F my money, bitch. I think it means. Wow, Iron Hill, yeah, today I understand you better than like in the last live times. Slipavich. It's like from plum alcohol. Banned hissing exercise by the scammers. Hissing, what does it mean? Ah, fishing in Russian. I heard this word in internet, something. Fishing. Fishing. Well, doesn't translate. I think it's some computer term. Like about scammers use something. It's dunya, not dinya. Dinya is another fruit. Well, Zoran, is it another almost flip-flop words? Well, it looks, you say like it's a bit sound different, not dinya but dunya. But yeah, let me check. Dunya. Ah, Aiva. In Russian it's Aiva. But what the hell is Aiva? Ah. Wow, this is Aiva. So my Eugene's model substrate browser, it's a delicious tree that bears has automatic. Wow, wow, I didn't know this fruit. Well, here in Russian it says Aiva, it's fake apple. Well, I don't know about this fruit. Well, you see in the Balkans, they know how to make alcohol from everything. Sergey can increase monetization by creating digital AI clones to create content in different regions of the world. Yeah, I think it's kind of the future. Maybe. I tried 175% Raki, oh my god. There's a babushka in Montenegro who gave me this Raki from Pier. She drank it herself, like, you know, so easily, it's crazy. Vodka Mulberry Raki is my favorite. Mulberry, what this fruit is? How many Rakias taste you have? Mulberry. Ah, Shelkovitsa, wow. I know, Shelkovitsa. Shelkovitsa, when you eat it, like, everything becomes like purple. I haven't eaten Shelkovitsa for a long time. We had it growing in Dacha. Guys, how Mulberry will be in Serbo-Croatian? Mulberry. Okay, Šelkovica. Dude in Serbian. Oh my god, dude. Zoran, is it true? It sounds so funny. Short words like dude. Wait, how will be in Croatian? In Croatian, same, dude. It's wow, why dude? No, in Russian it's Shelkovica, long name. Because Sholk, you know, I think it comes from the word Sholk. Svila in Serbian and Croatian, but in English Sholk is silk. Maybe this worms eat it, or it's because it's berries, like it has some small hair, I remember. Maybe that's why it's called silk tree in Russian, kinda Shelkovica. Or maybe these worms which make silk eat it. My friend Thomas made his Slipavic with plums so good, then the young guys brought Vakari Tabaki. Well, they really have many alcohol with different fruit tastes. Patrick Янович, поздрав, Сергей, Патрик, поздрав. Как дела? Made me drink more. Yeah, it's more interesting to drink some different tastes. Oh, alcohol, because if to drink only vodka, it becomes boring. Yeah, leaves from mulberry tree has been used for feeding those worms that producing silk. Oh wow, you see, Zoran, before you said this about mulberry tree, I didn't even think about the name Shelkovica in Russian, why it's called Shelkovica from the word silk. I just guessed maybe it was used to feed these worms now, but you see, Zoran, you educate me. But dude, yeah, sounds, it's like in Russian you have dub tree. Dub, how dub in English? In English, oak tree.
Oak.
Oak. In Serbian, hrast. Thomas Lee, your dog likes beers. My dad has an orange tree, it has little oranges on it, was so cool. Yes, quite, but did you see this, maybe, no, in the last live stream, mango, actually, it's huge trees, I didn't know about that, these exotic trees. Wow, it's already 12:29 in Cambodia. Yeah, harassed, yeah. Wow, guys, I think I'll finish for now, because today I have neighbors, I've heard how they go to shower, toilets. Not that I would listen, but you can hear the sounds. So I just don't want to speak too loud, you know. Even though this hotel is more proper with more fat walls, but yes. So later, guys, will be live streams, maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow, from the riverside, you know. We'll drink some few beers, probably. Time for breakfast now, but now I wake up like at 12 AM something, so it's not that broken yet. But man, thank you very much. Wow. Capitalist treatment is the best for my depression. It's crazy. Thanks for the live stream, Sergey. Good night, good day, good year to everyone, each day or night. Thanks to generous capitalists for donations. Well, yeah, you see, capitalist treatment. My psychiatrist was right. Capitalist treatment is the best for your depression. Yeah, they will say stream, but I will gotta be careful. People warn me that they steal phones there, snatch phones. Adios, my chain, to lock on a play. Yeah, well, Layla, thank you very much. I'll buy some bananas tomorrow. Might just, yeah, these rich capitalists. They are there all the times. Yeah, okay, guys, thank you very much. Hope, like, the wars will stop. Yeah. And then we'll maybe fly to Mars. Because of overpopulation, but it's better than worse maybe. Okay, goodbye, bye guys, thank you very much.